We now determine the value of sine of 7 pi over 6 and cosine of 7 pi over 6 without using a calculator. So first I'm going to write this angle 7 pi over 6 as a sum of an angle plus the reference angle. So this can be written as 7 pi over 6. The 7 pi can be written as 6 pi plus pi and divided by 6. So this equals 6 pi over 6 plus pi over 6. So this equals, we cancel this 6. So this is equivalent to pi plus pi over 6. So we have written this 7 pi over 6 as a sum of an angle which is pi plus the another angle that is pi over 6. So this pi over 6 is basically the reference angle because this is less than 90 degree or pi by 2. So we now determine the sine of 7 pi over 6. So therefore we can take sine on both sides. So this becomes a sine of 7 pi over 6 and this will also become sine of pi plus pi over 6. Now to determine the value of this we have to utilize the quadrant concept. So let me put the quadrant here. This pi plus this will lie in quadrant 3. An angle which is in the form of pi plus some reference angle, this will lie in quadrant 3. And in quadrant 3, according to the cast diagram, that is first quadrant all is positive, second quadrant sine is positive, third quadrant only tangent is positive, and fourth quadrant the cosine is positive. So since this angle, that is pi plus pi over 6, lies in quadrant 3, we say that sine is negative. So we put a negative of sine of the reference angle. The reference angle is pi over 6. So we write down this as negative of sine of pi over 6. And this equals negative of sine of pi by 6 is from the unit circle or from the table. We know that it is equivalent to negative 1 half. So this is the exact value of sine of 7 pi over 6. Now let's determine the value of cosine of 7 pi over 6. So this can also be written as a cosine of pi plus pi over 6. Basically, I have written this 7 pi over 6 as pi plus pi over 6, which we have already seen. So this is still coming up in the quadrant 3 because any angle which is in the form of pi plus pi over 6, this will lie in quadrant 3. So once again, only the tangent ratio is positive here. The cosine is negative here. So we say that this is equal to negative of cosine of the reference angle. The reference angle is pi over 6. And we know this is equivalent to, that is cosine of pi over 6 is equivalent to root 3 over 2. So therefore this becomes a negative of root 3 over 2. And this is the exact value of cosine of 7 pi over 6.